But here they come, Solo and company, with Solo's weekend outfit. All right, we're in business. You can tell I take this stuff very seriously. Alright everyone, and welcome back to the channel, or welcome if you're new here. I'm Christina, aka That Writer, and today we are gathered here to watch our stories. We're here to watch Friday Night Smackdown. Once again, as a housekeeping item, we will not be here next week for the reactions, but we will be back the week after. And then we'll be back off the reactions for another week. So we're alternating weeks with the reactions for the next couple of weeks or so. Again, I'll remind everybody in the community board next week, just to kind of, just give you all a little bit of a heads up. But yeah, we got some matches on our hands. We got Fenix and Shinsuke versus the MFTs. We've also got Tiffany Stratton and Kiana James in action, so that should be a little interesting. And apparently Ilja Dragunov is continuing the open challenge. So we'll have to see what happens there. Of course, Ilja Dragunov won the US title last week on SmackDown with his big return. So we're gonna have to see what happens moving forward here tonight. We'll probably get more shenanigans with like Cody and Drew. So I think that sums things up for this week so far, as I'm aware of. Either way around, grab your snacks, grab your choice of beverage, get comfy and cozy, make sure that you're taking care of yourselves, make sure that you're taking care of your mental health, and let's get to it, people. Well, friends, we had some interesting developments to start off the show because Jimmy Uso was backstage. He's supposed to be on Raw, but apparently none of this brand split stuff matters at this point. I guess he's worried about Jacob, and now we've got Cody and Drew fighting it out at Saturday night's main event next week. Cody, we have a lot to talk about. Yep, that you did, Cody. You were a little out of pocket last week. We were here for that. Yeah, why did you do that, Cody? Please elaborate for the rest of us, because what was that last week? So everyone's telling Cody that he doesn't need to apologize for that, and I'm like, can we at least get an explanation for it? At least? That'd be great. Oh, Drew's cutting him off. Oh, there goes Drew through the crowd. Drew, that's kind of how it works. Cody's the good guy, you're the bad guy. But is Cody fully the good guy? And is Drew really fully the bad guy? They're brainwashed by corporate Cody's propaganda. Oh boy. I mean, Drew's onto something with this one because we were all confused last week. We were so confused last week. Like, I still don't know why Cody did that. I mean, other than being like, yep, I'm gonna be an edgy baby face for once. Drew, we've established this. Some of it, yes, is true that you have been screwed over, but at the same time, you've kind of screwed yourself over a little bit here and there. This match could really go 50-50, I feel like, for Saturday night's main event. I mean, it makes sense with Drew the Bloodline Hunter if he went after Jacob. Yeah, I mean, Drew's not wrong there. So he got all fired up about like Drew going down the bloodline, and Cody's just like all heated about the bloodline now. Listen, I still want Drew the Bloodline Hunter to happen. That was happening for a bit. There we go. Okay, well, we got Jimmy going after Drew now. I'm interested to see what's happening with Jimmy character-wise, but like, what is actually happening here? I know he's very torn with the whole like Roman and Jay situation, because Roman and Jay, well, they're clearly on the same page, not so much with Jimmy, right, from a couple weeks ago. So like, Jimmy just kind of gives off that vibe that he's just trying to do the right thing. I don't know. Now, if we have Drew versus the MFTs, I mean, like, that'd be a good starting point. Get Drew the Bloodline Hunter, although I know they're not the Bloodline anymore, but I mean, it's fine, right? But like, Drew might have been onto some stuff tonight. I think that's more than fair to say. Oh, Solo's on his way out here now. I think the MFTs, they're going up against Fenix and Shinsuke and following everything up. But here they come, Solo and company, with Solo's weekend outfit. All right, we're in business. You can tell I take this stuff very seriously. Okay, so it's Tama Tonga and JC Mateo that are going to be going up against Fenix and Shinsuke next. Okay, that makes sense. I can see that. Alrighty, friends. Well, that opening segment just happened, and yeah, I mean, Drew might have been onto something here, friends. I know we've been saying that he's been kind of going off the rails a little bit, but there are some glimmers there where he's onto something. And we saw that right here. Again, it's like, okay, Cody, like, what does all of this mean? I don't know. We never did get that answered, though, like, why Cody used the title last week. Like, I get that he's not apologizing for it, but again, like, maybe planting some more little seeds? I don't know. But either way, mostly for Drew, I'm gonna give this a thumbs up, but I've noticed something throughout the year, too, with Cody's promos. Some of them, he, like, doesn't really talk all that much. Like, he obviously, like, talks in the promos and stuff, but there's, like, certain instances where it's a little bit more one-sided. So just some food for thought, I think. Alrighty, friends, we got Tama Tonga and JC Mateo versus Rey Fenix and Shinsuke Nakamura. Of course, the MFTs returned. I believe that was a couple of weeks ago. And yeah, they've been kind of destroying the roster again, or at least kind of just getting intermingled with like Sammy, Shinsuke, Rey Fenix. And so, yeah, they've been kind of just like all over the place, just like leaving their mark and everything. And they also had a whole situation there too, where they had that encounter with the Wyatts. So I want to know where that's all going to go. We've always said about Tama Tonga, he's like the reliable one in the MFTs, really. Like think about it. He's always like holding down the fort in these matches. Always there for the team. All right, well, Rey Fenix is in the match, and it looks like JC Mateo is now too. We got a Let's Go Phoenix chant. Love that, love that. There we go, Rey Fenix. All right, gonna get some good offense there. But like, he's got the right idea. The frequent tags now, there we go, and getting in a lot of offense in where he can against JC Mateo and keeping up the speed. That's what you gotta do. You know, Rey Fenix also deserves a little bit of an honorable mention over on SmackDown as well, because he's been having to team up with like all these different people on this show, and he's just adapting really well to it, and I love that. Okay, I love this with Shinsuke and Rey Fenix. That's awesome. Then there's Solo sitting on the chair on the outside of the ring, just chilling and hanging out. Alrighty, we're back from the break, and it looks like the MFTs are in firm control against Rey Fenix here in the middle of the ring. Solo's just like chilling in the chair outside the ring, like that's literally what he's doing. Tonga, the tall dude as we call him around. If you're new to the channel, probably everybody has a silly nickname at some point. We like everybody for the most part, I would say. It's just it's easier to keep track of. We're just here to have a good time. We're here to have a little laugh and just like chill at the end of the week. Or in Monday Night Raw's case, we're here to get through the Mondays. Look at Solo, he's like shh. Oh, Solo. Oh, Rey Fenix landed on his feet there. Huge drop kick to JC Mateo. I don't know how much that really did, but I mean, JC's on the ground, so that might give him an opening. Maybe. And it does. There goes Shinsuke now. I'm here for Shinsuke Nakamura on our screens. I mean, he's strong, but Shinsuke's quick. So, I mean, that might help out a little bit. Okay, Shinsuke just got JC on the top rope there. Okay. There we go. We got a Nakamura chant going, or at least, you know, a little bit of one, I think, right? All right, Tama Tonga's back inside the ring. Yeah, at one point we were calling him Donnie Thornberry because, like, he was doing the yee thing, like last year, I think that was. That was the whole thing. Oh, yep, Rey Fenix is technically the legal person in this match here. Okay, here we go. Very cool springboard moonsault there, all right. Michael Cole, he's such a joy to watch. I would agree with you, Michael Cole. And they acknowledge that Penta's his brother, and he's on Monday Night Raw. All these families. Oh my lord, did you just see how much air he got on that crossbody? I know I say that like pretty much every week, but he gets like so much air on that thing. All right, Shinsuke's taking care of JC Mateo, seemingly enough. All right, there's Tonga Loa. Oh, there goes Tama Tonga over the top rope. Just take out everybody, Rey Fenix. I believe in you. I believe you can do this. Okay, well that works. Oh, there's Solo. Oh no, tall dude's up now. Oh no, Rey Fenix. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, tall dude strikes. Oh no. Oh, I hate it here. Shouldn't it be saying something though if it takes like all 5 of them to take care of Shinsuke Nakamura and Rey Fenix? Like, I'm just saying. All right, well, Tama Tonga picks up the win. It only took all 5 of them to beat Rey Fenix and Shinsuke Nakamura. No big deal, right? Did Tama Tonga not have music beforehand? Because, like, he had music before. Like, his own actual music. Because he was doing some single stuff for a little bit. Solo and Company, that's what I call them, Corey Graves. That's what I call all these tag teams. Like, Seth and Company, Solo and Company. Okay, if they're taking over everything, then, like, I mean, I guess we gotta start with the tag team titles and maybe the US title again. Kind of how we were supposed to in the first place, but here we are. Either way around, I'm giving this a thumbs up. The crowd was into it. They were very much behind Rey Fenix and Shinsuke. Tama Tonga's back in the mix of things, which is a good thing, and he picked up the win, which was good. Again, it took all 5 of them to beat 2 people, so I mean, logic, right? Still an enjoyable matchup, still did what it needed to accomplish, and I think that's a win. Alrighty, friends, we got Tiffany Stratton versus Kiana James here. Of course, we've had Tiffany and Stephanie Vicaire with the whole like crown jewel situation, and that's kind of how we got to this point here, because Well, Julia has kind of been floating around the women's championship, I think. Of course, Kiana is just aligned with Julia right now. And we had an interesting backstage interaction with Kiana James, Julia, and Chelsea and Alba. So that was kind of fun backstage. Should be interesting. Matching athleticism, okay. All right, well, Tiffany's got Kiana an armbar now. Michael Cole just said Nia James. What? Listen, I understood what he was going for, but that was funny. Oh, 1 count. Dude, we need more people on this women's roster. Oh, okay, so that happened. Tiffany just went for a drop kick in real time there, because I think Kiana was trying to go for a move and Tiffany was up in the air. Something like that. Julia's getting right in Tiffany's face and into the barricade. Alrighty, friends, we are back from the break. Oh, huge boot from Kiana James right there. I'm glad that this has been a competitive matchup because it's been good to see what Kiana James can do and stuff like that. Because I remember her from NXT, but again, she was injured for quite a while there. So it's good to see what she can do and kind of get that showcase in front of the crowd and stuff. There goes Tiffany with the slam right there. Oh, that might be it. Nope. Tiffany's got to hit the prettiest moonsault though. Yep, there we go. Yeah, that's it for Kiana James right there. Alrighty, Tiffany Stratton picks up the win. The crowd was kind of into this match, right from the get-go. And I mean, Kiana James got in some good offense, so she showed what she could do. Always a good thing. And Julia's going after Tiffany. Oh, we got Jade. I think it's been a little bit since we've seen Jade too. Okay, we got Jade Cargill coming out here. Okay, helping out Tiffany Stratton a little bit. Okay, we got Jade and Tiffany. I still think that Jade's gonna end up with that title at some point in the near future. Oh, there we go. Jade went after Tiffany. All right, we need Naomi's reaction to this whole situation here. Okay, now this is at least interesting because at first these two had a lot of respect for each other, or not really anyway, because remember how Tiffany was trying to ruin her life and Bianca and Naomi's lives for the longest time, and then that led to the whole situation with Bianca, Naomi, and Jade. I think she's justified in this whole situation, to be honest here. Because I mean, they had the match at SummerSlam, sure, but this is next level. We've been saying that Tiffany needs a story to kind of sink her teeth into a little bit. And this might be it, friends. Once Jade gets this title, she's going to be holding on to this thing for a little while, friends. I'm here for this, though. Jade's back, and we got a justifiable heel turn, all things considering. Yeah, but I mean, remember what, Tiffany and Nia did to, Jade and company, right? Do we not remember that? I'm on Jade's side on this one. Oh, man. Yeah, no, Tiffany might be out, friends. No, they're are you crazy? And it's has anybody been watching the show? I don't know if anyone's actually watching the show. Nope, I'm here for Jade Cargill being the women's champion at this point on the show. We need a little bit of a change up, if you will. I mean, I've liked Tiffany's matches as champion, but I'm not 100% invested at this point. But I am interested in the idea of having a heel Jade on Friday Night SmackDown, and I want to see Jade with this women's championship. So, I mean, the match was good, but the heel turn and the return of Jade, that all gets a thumbs up for me. I mean, really, all of that gets a thumbs up, but I think you get where we were going with that. Both parts got a thumbs up, the match and the aftermath. Alrighty, friends, we've apparently got ourselves the US Open Challenge still intact with Ilja Dragunov in the ring here, brand new US champion. He had a moment backstage with Sami Zayn. He's got a "you deserve it" chant, and I'd have to agree. But he also earned it too, because I mean, just that match alone last week. If y'all haven't watched that match with Ilja and Sami, go watch that match, please. Please and thank you.
This year of recovery had a lot of highs and some extremely devastating lows. And I gotta be honest with you, at a lot of points, I didn't see the light at the end of the tunnel. But one thing that you all know about me, and I know about myself, is that one thing that's not existed in my genetics, and this is giving up! Because of the obsession I carry in my heart, I stand today in front of you as your new United States champion!
There we go. Okay, this is great. We got a little re-intro to the crowd here, and they're behind him. If we thought that the Sami Zayn U.S. Open Challenge like cooked, I'm excited for the Ilja Dragunov Open Challenge. All right, who's coming out? Oh, if this happens. Although this would set things up with Damian Priest again, presumably, right? Because like Aleister Black and Damian, they're feuding, right? And Zelina's with. Oh, there we go. There she is. She's with Aleister Black now. Well, she's with him on screen. You get where I'm going. I know they're like together, but like they haven't really been together on screen. It's a really cool presentation though. I don't care. I'm excited for this match. The entrance is cool. Ilya's back and we've got a match on our hands. I love this for us. I know I always complain about this title not getting like a proper storyline, but at least it's been on the show on a regular basis for a while. They just need to keep their foot on the gas with this title. That's all I'm saying. Ilja Dragunov and Aleister Black for the U.S. Championship. This is gonna be good. Once again, it's a fresh match. I'm here for it. These shows need a little bit of freshness, and these open challenges give us that. But I mean, like, within this open challenge situation, there's kind of a thread that's been going on here, right? Because, like, I mean, you know, you had Sami Zayn with, like, you know, basically getting the torch kind of passed from John Cena a little bit. So they're kind of continuing that as a little bit of a thread about, like, defending the title regularly and, like, the honor portion of it. So, I mean, there's kind of a thread. There's kind of something going on in the background. Oh, there's Zelina now. Oh, snap. Oh, I heard that kick. Oh my god. That was something else. We had a lot to go over before the match even started. Alrighty, friends, we are back from the break. We've got Aleister Black and Ilja Dragunov in the middle of the ring, exchanging blows here. Oh, huge knee from Black. Oh, huge kick from Ilja now. Oh my god. There's so much happening. Okay, we had a bunch of kicks happen there. I get the sense that Damian Priest is probably going to pop out at some point because there was that whole like fireball situation in the last man standing match a couple weeks ago. Something like that. That's how we got to the point here with Aleister Black and Zelina together on TV. All right, looks like Ilya's got the offense here. Maybe. Yep, there we go. Oh, dear Lord. What a slam there from Ilja. Again, I don't know how this dude does anything. There goes Aleister Black now. Aleister Black's on the offense here. Oh, man. Okay, so they're both out, and we're going to yet another break. Okay, we're back from the break. Ilja off the top rope right onto Aleister Black. Oh, my Lord. Oh, yeah, we still have a no DQ match to get to, by the way, with Drew and Jimmy, because that's totally going to end well, right? Oh, boy. Oh, Aleister Black just caught Ilja with the knee there. Oh, Ilja kicked out there. Oh, my Lord. Yeah, I don't know how Ilja is still in this, to be honest. Oh, and there's Zelina. Yeah, how did the referee not see that? Okay, the referee's piecing it together. And Zelina just got thrown out. You didn't even do anything. We all saw what you did there, Zelina. You attacked Ilja right at the start of the match, and now this. Yeah. Okay, yep, we called it. We called it. Damian Priest is back. Oh boy. He has like a full entrance and everything, like right in the middle of the match. I don't know why, but it just always cracks me up when they do a full entrance and everything. And it's like, we still got a match going on. There's Torpedo Moscow again. And Ilja Dragunov retained. Thanks to Damian Priest right at the very end of the match there. But nonetheless, this was a great match. I enjoyed it. We had all the, you know, drama. We had a lot of offense back and forth. These two just really brought it. And we're continuing the whole thread with Damian and Aleister even after last man standing match. Although that ended on like a twist at the end, right? With like Zelina and like the fireball and everything. So yeah, these two are just gonna have to destroy each other at this point. I don't know how else to word it. Okay, but like if last man standing didn't end it for these two, I don't know what will, to be honest. The commentators, like they've been through it tonight. It seems like almost every segment, like something's been going down like right around the commentary team. Oh, and there's Zelina now going after Damian Priest. Oh boy. Are they gonna get out of harm's way? Well, presumably so. Again, if last man standing didn't finish this, then I don't know what will at this point. But either way, I'm glad that they're kind of continuing this feud because at least it's kind of interesting at this point. And we've had developments along the way, which is great. So we'll have to see what happens moving forward, but all of this gets a thumbs up. The match, the aftermath, everything. So all of this gets a big old thumbs up. All right, friends, we got a no DQ match on our hands with Jimmy Uso and Drew McIntyre. And I guess we've got Drew the Bloodline Hunter temporarily back again? Question mark? Listen, they really dropped the ball on that. That would have been interesting. Anyway, we've got Drew McIntyre on the offense right here. I feel like Drew just really needs to win this match, right? Oh, we've been here watching what's been going on Monday Night Raw, Michael Cole. Okay, yes, Jay did eliminate Jimmy technically, but like, remember a couple weeks ago with Roman and Jay being on the same page and Jimmy was just like, what's going on here? You know what I mean? Like, again, the vibes are off. They've been off for a minute. Jimmy was backstage earlier tonight, right at the very start of the show, as we established earlier with Cody, and they were all like talking about Jacob and stuff. So that was kind of how we got to this point too. Yeah, we've like barely been inside the ring. Wait, what? Okay, so we were doing the count out for a little bit, but then we just stopped doing the count out, which makes sense, right? Because it's no DQ. So I guess we're back to like just fighting outside the ring without any count outs. I was so confused. I heard the count out going and then all of a sudden it just like stopped. I mean, referee's discretion, right? Is that like a thing? I think that's a thing. But even then, I feel like in a no DQ match, you can only win by technically pinfall, submission, or maybe ref stoppage. I don't know. Oh, my back hurts. Because I mean, like you're out there in the crowd and you got a suplex right in the crowd. We have established that Jay might be going dark side pretty much soon. We've established this in the lore. But Jimmy's had a lot of good character development this year and he's been holding down the fort in these matches. So I think we need to put him up there with like, you know, consistency and character development and stuff. He's giving the people what they want. I love how we have Big Jim with the Slim Jim table. Oh god, but I mean it works with both situations, right? Like the people get the table and you get to do damage by putting somebody through the table. So I mean it's a win-win situation, right? Drew's been in a mood. I mean, that's one way to put it, Michael Cole. That's one way to put it. Oh man, it looks like the ref's checking in on Jimmy right here. Well, I mean, now we're getting Mystery of the Week, except this time it's with Jacob Fatu rather than, well, who took out Jade. Because remember how that was a whole big angle, like, for the women's division and everything for a little bit there? Yeah, I think this is probably like a little bit similar to that. I mean, not with as much lore, but you never know. Maybe this could set things up for Survivor Series. Because, again, we were talking about this, right? Like, we need to have something set up for Survivor Series. Okay, so now Jimmy's on the barricade. Somebody helped him up at ringside there. Oh, that was awesome. Oh, Drew caught Jimmy. Oh no, yeah, there goes Jimmy now. Now we got both Drew and Jimmy just down outside the ring. I feel like they've had more time outside the ring than inside the ring. Am I losing my brain here? Like what's going on? Oh, the lower third changed up with like the Smackdown headlines at the bottom of the screen. Unless if I haven't been paying attention, which that could very well be a thing. But we have Jade versus Tiffany for the Women's Championship. Also coming up at Saturday night's main event as well. Oh, Drew with the chair to Jimmy. Oh god, okay, yep. What about your secret poker games? What is going on commentary tonight? Should I be concerned? Okay, well Michael Cole said he never wins, so I don't know if I should be concerned or not still. Alright, well Jimmy Uso is sitting in the chair thanks to Drew. Drew is in very much firm control here. Oh no, I don't like this. Oh, Jimmy got out of the way and well, Drew just got planted right into the chair. So it looks like Jimmy's getting a little bit of momentum here. Oh, huge super kick right there from Jimmy. All right, Jimmy, what are we doing? We're on the top rope. There we go, Jimmy. Okay, look at that. Somebody's going through that table at some point though, right? Oh, there goes Jimmy with the chair now. But we got a table set up, which means somebody's going to go through said table and future shock DDT, I think, right to the chair, right? Both Jimmy and Drew are just out right there. Oh no, Drew's up on his feet, but I don't trust this because that table's right there, Drew. The table is right there. Oh, come on, Drew. The table was right there. Jimmy just put Drew through the table. This would be huge for Jimmy, but not so great for Drew, right? Like, on paper. Because Drew's going for Cody's title in about a week or so. Oh my god, okay, Drew just tossed the chair at Jimmy. You know, Drew really does need this win here, and I think it looks like he might have it. Yep, there he goes. Yeah, that's it. I think Jimmy's out, friends. Jimmy is out. Alrighty, Drew picked up the win again. Oh my god, look at how scratched up Drew is, like on his back and shoulder and everything. Oh my lord. Either way around, Drew McIntyre picked up the huge win, and he really needed the win here, so I'm gonna give this a thumbs up. I don't trust where anything's going at this point. Oh no. Drew's got the chair again. Jimmy's had a rough week. First, Jay eliminates him in that battle royal. And well, here we are now with Drew going after Jimmy. Although, again, like, why did Jimmy, like, pop over to SmackDown? I mean, I get, like, you know, because, like, he's always there for the family and everything like that they were saying on commentary. But still. All right, we got Cody making his way out here now. All right. Cody's making a little bit of a save there. All right, Cody's going back inside the ring to check on Jimmy, I think. Jimmy's like, I'm good. Yeah, he's clearly not too good. Oh, but Drew's right behind you! Cody! Oh, and there's the Claymore. This was a night that Drew needed. He went off on the microphone at the start of the show, and he just took out Jimmy and Cody at the end of the show here. And he won the big no DQ match, so this was quite a week for Drew here. I hope that momentum continues, and again, this whole situation with Cody and Drew, it could go either direction, I feel like, at Saturday night's main event. So again, I'm gonna give all of this a big old thumbs up. The whole match was good, and the aftermath was good too. So there is that. Alrighty, friends, we're going to keep this short, sweet, and to the point this week. I'm going to give this week's episode of SmackDown a big old thumbs up. We continued a lot of stories, including Cody and Drew. We had Jimmy Uso in the mix with the whole Jacob Fatu situation, so now that's kind of our little mystery now of, like, who attacked Jacob Fatu. I wish we would have gotten a little bit of more follow-up with the whole Wyatt situation with the MFTs at the end of the match there. I thought that might have been a little interesting, at least having that all addressed. I think in, like, that one backstage segment, we just saw, like, Nikki in the background, I think. It was the one with like Kiana and Julia and Alba and Chelsea. I saw her in the background floating around. The match between Ilja and Aleister Black was insane. Damian Priest is back, which is good too. The match with Tiffany versus Kiana James was pretty good too. I was really happy to see Kiana get a lot of offense in, and she really got a chance to show what she could do, and the crowd was into it as well. Jade returning with the heel turn, I think that's the right direction for her next. But I think once we take a look at like everything that's gone down between Tiffany and Jade over time, right? Like it's a justifiable heel turn in the grand scheme of things. But yeah, I think we had a pretty solid show on our hands, to say the least. But let me know what you thought about this week's episode of Friday Night SmackDown down in the comments down below. Leave a like, leave a comment, make sure to hit the subscribe button and hit the bell button so you get notifications around here and that sort of thing. Again, thank you all so much for tuning in, and I will see you all in the next one.